Gentlemen, don't you just hate it when people start videos like that? Welcome back, everybody. This week is a little bit different. Not much woodworking as such, or guitar making for that matter. Welding. I thought I would practice my skills. I'm a novice welder, I need to improve. And I need a large steel plate for a future project. Well, I had some offcuts of quite thick 5mm bright steel. So rather than go out and spend money, I thought I'd weld these together, and this is what happened. I realised the challenge was going to be to keep everything flat. I started off beveling the edges and clamped everything flat, but the weld caused a pucker. The weld went concave, and flipping the work and welding the other side didn't fix that. I think once it's gone concave, you're no longer symmetrical, and so the weld on the other side doesn't balance that out. I think as the weld cools, it contracts and it pulls the work together. I decided to grind everything flat, which didn't fix the pucker, but I decided to just try and bend the work flat, and that did actually work. I heated up the seam to a blue temperature with my torch, which made the bending much easier. I don't think I could have bent it cold, but I was able to put a small bend in it. It was only a couple of millimeters that I had to correct. But I did end up with two flat plates. For the long seam, I took a different approach. I clamped the pieces together, made sure the work started off flat, and then I'd just do a small weld at a time, just inch by inch, and I'd get a pucker, but then I'd go to the other side, correct the pucker, and then I'd keep alternating, and I'd switch sides at the point where the direction of the pucker reversed. And that way I was able to keep the work remarkably flat, and I got a really good result. unfortunately that last weld pulled it this way a little bit, but hopefully it'll even up when I grind it. It was straight up to that point. The grinding took ages, but I did get there, and my grinding skills have improved no end. I thought I'd try my belt sander for the final finish, and it did actually work quite well. It evened the surface out nicely. And this is the result. It's not perfect by any means, but it is flat, remarkably flat. So it serves its purpose. This will do as it is. It would have been a little bit more finished, except I blew my belt sander up. There was a clattering sound and smoke started coming from it. I don't know whether it's terminal, I don't know whether the bushes wore away. There were a lot of sparks coming from the motor. We'll see. It was a cheap belt sander, it's quite old, so I guess it served its purpose. I might go over this with my glass plate and some coarse sandpaper just to make sure it is engineering flat, and hopefully take a little bit more off, but I'd probably have to take a 1/4 millimetre. I don't know how deep these pits are, but I can feel the pits. There's a lot of work to get this absolutely perfect, so I think I'm happy with this, to be honest. It was a good exercise. For me it was worth doing, but yes, I could have spent the money. But this is very heavy. I don't know how much it would cost to buy that over eBay. Probably quite a lot of postage in that. It's got quite a heft. So I haven't priced it up. Yeah, but it was fun. So I'm happy, all right? Don't flame me with your protests over that. Was pointless. Right, that's it. I'll see you next week for guitar making. We'll see you then. Bye.